What's up, great people? You know what time it is. It's time for the #1 sports show in America, That Dude.
Already.
This is my man, Rodney Bonton.
What's up, people?
I'm John Fontaine, and as always, we keep it real.
Yep.
NBA Finals time, so our shows are generally dedicated to the finals themselves.
Yep.
We're going to sprinkle in a little World Cup, Stanley Cup, got some top stories to talk about. But we're going to dive right in because this is the lunchtime edition. You know,
I'm actually off. I'm actually off work right now. I'm done. He got to go back.
I got to go back. I got 30 minutes, so we're going to have to get to you quick, but yet raw. So let's just talk about Game 2, man. What's your take on Game 2?
Steve Kerr watched the show. He watched the show.
Come on, man.
And then he made the adjustments you suggested.
Everyone I suggested.
And then Kevin Durant obviously watched the show too. And he said, man, you know what? That guy, that dude, John, he's right. I'm going to take it to the rack. But I'm going to let the ball movement get to me. And then I'm going to take it to the rack. I'm going to play within the offense. And bam. Now, the thing about that is, they still really didn't blow Cleveland out till the fourth quarter. No. Cleveland was there. And if LeBron was awake a little bit,
right,
it could have been a little closer. And then, but
well, first, I felt like I was coaching on both benches. I'm just saying, America.
You were there. You were there, bro. You were there.
Golden State started out high. I think they were 6 for 6. McGee got some easy buckets from off the pick and roll, a couple dunks and so forth.
And Livingston didn't miss a shot.
No,
they were 11 for 11 combined. That's 22 points.
And when McGee gives them that Looney and Bell doesn't, he's a rim protector. Mm-hmm. So even though he may not block your shot because of his length, you got to adjust the shot. Now, with that being said, started out hot, didn't miss. I mean, I think, like I said, 6 for 6 in terms of a team. But Cleveland was okay.
They were.
For the simple fact.
They were.
Neither of these teams are playing defense.
No,
I am tired of hearing people say, well, Golden State got one of the best defensive teams in the league. That's not saying a lot, dude. They switch every play. 1 for 1. Come on, man. If they're such a great defensive team and they're scoring 125 points, shouldn't the other teams be at 90?
Yeah.
100?
You would think that.
No, man, they're a good defensive team, but it gets overhyped based on today's NBA.
Yes.
So
I'm glad you said that. Today's
Cavs are
NBA.
always in this game, always in the series, because I told you last week before the NBA finals started, it's about matchups. Mm-hmm. Golden State is a great matchup for the Cavs because they have no inside presence.
It's even with McGee with his length.
Even with McGee, they get manhandled on the inside. They're getting the rebound, controlling the pace.
Usually.
I think what I don't like about Cleveland is this. They get the rebounds off the defensive side of the ball, and they all look for LeBron to give him the ball to start the break.
And then you see what happened. KD was picking him up 94 feet.
Him and Green picking him up full court.
No, I'm gonna tire you out, bro.
Keep him full court.
And LeBron, I seen in his press conference, he was like, I only got tired once. That's a lie, bro. Like, I know you a machine. But
you just got to keep that Superman complex, you know.
But understand, like, for me, I think he likes that. Like, give me the ball, pick me up 94 feet. So that's almost a built-in excuse. Like, this is what happened. Why don't you pass the ball to George Hill and let him be the point? He is actually listed as the PG. like, I understand you're the better playmaker, but let him get it past half court, then make the play.
Yeah. Like, whoever gets it, push it other, of course, than Thompson Love. Because that takes pressure off LeBron, and LeBron can actually run the wing or spot up for an easy shot
Play
himself.
Off the ball.
Because the thing about LeBron is, even if he runs up the court on the wing or spots up for a shot, it's going to draw 1 or 2 members to him, which is going to open the lanes up for somebody else.
Has to.
And that's why I've always said, if they had a more of a free-flowing offense, I think Cleveland or LeBron would have 5 or 6 titles at this time versus play that mano-a-mano ball. Everything needs to go through me. But that's my take on it. But I like what I saw the first half on both sides of the ball. Golden State started out strong.
Yeah.
Came back a little bit.
Well,
you knew when they go bring in their bench because their bench isn't up to speed right now. I mean, you got what? You got Looney coming off the bench. Livingston is playing ball, but it's a controlled scoring.
Yes.
Because they keep putting him on LeBron. LeBron just like, are you really putting Livingston on me?
Yeah.
Really?
Have you seen his knees? I'm about to run him straight over. No, but I agree with everything you said. But the thing, here's the talk, right? Mm-hmm. The last 2 games, Steph Curry looks like the MVP of the finals so far.
What are they doing? Build the narrative.
Yeah, true. but he's averaging the same amount of points that he did last finals. So what makes you think he's really going to be the finals MVP?
Because
if they win.
But if they win, he's a front runner for his team.
Bro.
Not by much. Because you understand how this all works. They're not going to let Durant get past that first game of LeBron dropping 51 on him and him not being in it. Now, Curry has not had great games. He got hot in the fourth quarter, had the 6 threes, ended up with the 33.
He broke the finals record.
Yeah. And he had 9 for the game. But if you look at his shooting itself, he's like, what, 40%, a little less than 40%?
Yeah, but nobody ever talks about that.
No.
He's not an efficient scorer because he takes the three-point shot so much.
They owe Curry. That's how they think about it. Iguodala, Curry could have easily been MVP when Iguodala was MVP, without a doubt. You know, you got MVP and he still gave you 31 a game. All right?
Okay.
All right, so he could have been there. KD deserved it last year.
Oh, he did.
Without a doubt.
He
so
did.
If Golden State wins, it's all about the narrative and the media controlling it. Because they put it in your mind what to expect. They say, well, Curry, man, we talking about game 2.
Right.
And the next thing you know, on every network, they're talking about, well, Curry can win
Curry
MVP.
looks like the front runner for the MVP.
Stop it.
I tell you what happens if LeBron and them run off, and win the series?
Oh, you know it's LeBron.
Of course it's LeBron, because it ain't nobody else. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's the difference between the teams. But with Golden State, it could be a couple people.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? With Cleveland, it's only going to be one.
Well, if they play differently, there's an opportunity for somebody else to be the MVP. For example, when Kyrie played, if it was
Kyrie could have been the MVP when they won.
Could have easily been
when they won the title.
Easily been.
Right.
Free flowing offense, more people get the opportunity because I know you're gonna get your 25 to 34 LeBron. Free flowing offense, it's there.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have that person who shines in the moment because of the matchup, or they just got hot.
Right.
But under the way that the Cavs play now, there is no chance for anybody on Cleveland to become an MVP of the playoffs but LeBron, especially with this squad.
Oh, with this squad, yeah.
Now, let's talk about the lack of defensive rotations on both squads. It is absolutely horrible to watch people go to hole and shoot layups uncontested.
But that's been Cleveland MO all year. They've been ranked 29.
I said both sides.
I understand you said both sides,
Right.
but one side you shouldn't be surprised about.
No, not with Cleveland. No.
Yeah, because they were ranked 29th defensively through
They're
the
not
whole year.
shot blockers.
They're not shot blockers. They're not rim protectors. They don't talk on defense.
At all.
So, of course, they're bad on
Somebody
it.
was running back doing, and I'm being politically correct here, but I could have sworn I saw sign language because they don't communicate whatsoever as a team. Holding up cue cards, rotate. I don't get it, dude.
At all.
But
the
the defense rotations are not there. There were some early fouls with Durant. I thought it was going to change the dynamics of the game, but it didn't. Just because it didn't seem as though LeBron, people say, well, LeBron wasn't really in it. LeBron was in it, but picking him up at full court.
That tires you out,
It
bro.
changed everything because it didn't allow LeBron to get to the elbow extended and have 14 seconds on the shot clock for movement.
I was just about to say that. When he's getting past half court,
right,
it's 15 seconds left.
Right.
When they're picking him up 94 feet.
Right.
Usually when he gets in and he's running, he's over there, 20 seconds left.
Right.
I can dribble, wait to see what they're going to do, then make my move. Mm-hmm. No, you're tired now.
Right. Not only that, in the early set, he can give one pass and get the ball back.
Get the ball back.
Run
right.
around, come back and get it.
Right.
When he's getting in there with 14 seconds on the shot clock, 15 seconds on the shot clock, it takes that away.
Yep.
So it kind of minimalizes what he can do, or not minimizes what he can do. But once he gets to that elbow, that's why I think he is the most effective.
He's a problem.
Because at that point, you either got to double him, he can score, or if you sleep, LeBron's going to hit somebody open.
Right. It's just like KD. Put KD on the elbow. Look what he was doing.
Right.
It's the same type of thing.
And like I said, free-flowing offense with KD, just a jump shot, one dribble, not taking up top and try to go one-on-one. That's not his game.
But back to the defense we already know about Cleveland's horrible on defense.
Right.
But Golden State, we already talked. It's
laughable.
You already talked about the matchup.
Right.
So this is what they've been doing for the last 4 finals. Mm-hmm. There's nothing different, different at all.
No.
LeBron, get 90. I don't care.
Right.
I don't care. Go ahead and get 90. And we're going to make the rest of the teams be. The thing is, why haven't Cleveland adjusted yet? Why?
I told you before. Tyrone Lue.
Okay, so it comes down to the coaching, right?
Yeah.
Steve Kerr made the adjustments.
Right.
Now let's see what
There's adjustments every game.
Right. Let's see what Ty Lue does in Game 3. Because if they start doubling LeBron again just to get the ball out of his hands,
Right.
okay, that's cool. But
think that
LeBron
would've
can do something different.
Yeah,
now.
but I think that would have been better suited for them in Golden State versus in Cleveland trying to double because the role players at home, they're going to play better. They would hit open shots.
You would think.
That would be the game plan in Golden State. Lou. You feel me, man? If you just listen to what I'm telling you, you might be all right.
James May said because Lou ain't no coach.
No doubt about it.
Man, y'all cold-blooded, man. He got the second highest winning percentage in the playoffs ever. I understand what it is.
So don't give me them stats that people want.
But it is a stat.
Right,
it is a stat.
It's a misleading stat because stats can be what you want them to be.
I mean, he's the second highest. The highest is Kerr. So you can say, hey, well, right now, they both had the two best players in the league, so they should have the highest winning percentage in the playoffs.
Not including next year because things will definitely be different.
I can't wait to see.
They're playing in the East.
Yeah, I talking about the playoffs.
The East is hot garbage. LeBron can sit out 2 games in the East and still probably get to the final. It's hot garbage.
Now, he couldn't sit out 2 games against Boston and got to the final.
Why? They lost the first 2.
Yeah. But
they sit out the first 2.
Yeah, but if he would have set out the first 2.
What's the difference?
Stop,
What's
man.
the difference?
James May says he got the best player in the league, period.
He does. That's true. That's what we just said.
Yeah, 100.
And
and it's hot garbage in the East.
And Kerr has the second and third best player in the league.
Second, fourth, second, fifth.
Second, whatever you want to call it.
Top 5.
He got 2 of the top 5 players. So he should have the best winning percentage in the playoffs ever. So he should have it.
It was no different if I take the stretch of Miami when they had 3 All-Stars playing with them there. And that stretch, they had the best record in the league. Yeah. So that's when people tell me, hey, well, Golden State got all these players. Like, here's Shannon Sharp. They got 2 Hall of Famers and 4 All-Stars. What did LeBron have in Miami?
Yeah, the Hall of Famer and another All-Star.
And don't forget Ray Allen, the second go-round.
The second time.
What's different?
Yep.
Everybody wants to switch the narrative. Everybody gives LeBron excuses or justifies what he's doing. LeBron is a beast. Just enjoy the ride on every side. You're always trying to rationalize everything.
Oh, you're right.
Same setup Miami.
You're right, Joel. Joel said, I feel the same way about Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson was blessed, bro.
Blessed? It's like Jesus came down and said, here's the keys to the kingdom, kid.
Yeah.
You know?
To both of them.
To both of them.
Chicago's dynasty and the Lakers dynasty in the early 2000s.
100, Joel.
All yours.
100.
All
and
yours.
Again, this is not about what LeBron isn't. Love me some LeBron. I don't understand why people just can't enjoy it. All they try to do is knock down Jordan's achievements or knock down LeBron's achievements. We're talking about 2 of the 3 best players ever, and we being nitpicky? Really?
Yeah, you have to.
No.
Yeah, you have to.
Now
you know
when
why?
you put them down, it's difference of comparison what they went through, but people don't bring in the eras. It's a different in eras.
Here's the thing about that when you bring that up, right? The reason why people don't bring up eras because these players, Jordan and LeBron, are transcendent. So that means they can play in any era. And be great.
We're going to say this for the LeBron and Jordan show, which is coming up after the finals.
James, you're right. The triangle was a problem.
Look, Jordan has the same impact in this era. I think LeBron can make adjustments, but I don't know if LeBron would like to get hit by Oakley and Charles Mason. So that'd be an interesting adjustment for him to make. But I think LeBron, because he has the talent, without a doubt.
Right.
That's why, to me, it's all about these eras and people trying to compare 20 years ago when they played and say, hey, you would do this and you can do that. But let's just move on with this. Okay, so let's go to what I really want to go to is the meltdown of game 1 real quick. Now, the video came out.
I dig it.
All right.
I dig it.
Right. The video came out. I talked about it on Sunday before anybody else got an opportunity to see the video. And I said this was a Lou issue. This is a LeBron issue. This is a team issue. J.R. Smith made the mistake, but Lou didn't let his team know we got timeouts. Nobody from Cleveland was running on the court doing this when they got the rebound. LeBron didn't notice till late. But when he's on the bench sulking, and somebody said, well, you know, he's upset. You know, they rationalizing why he's upset, and I can understand why he's doing it. Yeah, I can't understand that. But when is the click? I mean, when is the flick? Just flick on, so to speak. Here, have your minute, and there's okay. We in overtime. Let's get it together. Go.
You gonna laugh, but they outplayed Golden State in the first regulation.
Right.
And in LeBron's mind,
okay.
you know he's so mentally checked in, right? Like he's there, he's playing, and in his mind is like, if George misses this free throw,
right, we
can maybe get the rebound, get a stop, do whatever. He's not thinking, oh, we're gonna offensive rebound this. He's not thinking that. He's not. And I'm not giving him an excuse.
You just did.
No, I didn't.
You just did.
What I'm telling you is.
You just did. Not only did you think for him, but you gave him an excuse.
No, I didn't. Okay. What I'm telling you is he gave all he had for those 48 minutes.
Okay.
48 minutes. And when somebody messes, you've been in the game and somebody messes up and you're like, bro, what happened?
Look.
And you ask them what happened and they tell you.
Right.
And you're like, all right, you cool. But then you go to your coach and you say, hey, man, we didn't have no timeouts.
Yeah.
And your coach says, yeah, we had a timeout. And then you look at him like, you damn fool. Why you ain't called one? Like, we wasted.
Hold up. I'm not disagreeing with any of that.
So that's all I'm saying.
What I disagree with is that he couldn't shut it down and then focus.
He can't.
But, okay.
He can't.
Leadership is what? When there's a crisis, there's adversity, you look for somebody to galvanize.
Yeah.
Now, been downrange many times in the military. Mm-hmm. My last stint is Iraq. Bombs coming everywhere. We got people coming into the ER. Hey, limbs, whatever it may be.
Yep.
Crisis situation. Leader has to be able to say, okay, let's focus.
Yep.
Let's do what we're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. Handle this mission. Let's do what we got to do here.
Right.
Yes, go off and do what you need to do for a minute or two and soak. They had 5 minutes. And that whole time in 5 minutes, he didn't get back and readdress the team.
Nope.
Handshake to go to the court. You know what it is?
Yep.
Again, he made a mistake and it's okay. But don't rationalize that he didn't step up that moment somewhere in there and be the leader.
Okay. And I'll go back to your Iraq comparison, right? So you were there. Now, for you to be you and take control of the situation, you were an officer. There was an officer above you that said, I have faith in you. Go ahead and do that. Handle the situation.
Okay.
But that faith that officer had in you, he gave it to you and you're like, okay, I gotta take control of the situation.
All right.
When you don't have faith, you also had faith in your commander there too. Like, okay, he's a good dude. I can figure it out. LeBron don't have faith in Tyronn Lue. We know that. So when he says, bro, we had a timeout, and he says no, in his mind's like, that's why you're horrible.
Okay.
That's why you're horrible.
Excellent points. But what I'm saying is, in that 5 minutes, do whatever you need to do. But within the last minute or two,
he needs to.
You got to gather yourself.
He needs to re-energize.
That team is looking at him as the face and the leader.
Right.
And if you go into overtime and you don't know what's going on, and you didn't give your teammates faith going into overtime. One, they're scared to shoot the ball.
Yep.
They're gonna yell at me. What's going on?
Okay.
All right. So that's all I'm saying. No shot at him.
All right.
Okay. So again, this is the more or less lunchtime show, so it's kind of a quick take.
Real quick.
So, but what I want to talk about is a couple things real quick, some hot stories that's going on in sports. We got the World Cup June 14th.
My wedding anniversary, so I'm going to remember that.
So we got Germany, Brazil as favorites.
Yes, they should be.
France and Spain, 6-1 odds. What is America?
Are we watching?
We watching?
Yeah, we not there.
It's a World Cup and we watching?
Why that's a low blow.
Sometimes you gotta get low blows. Get a coach. Do what you need to do. Tiger.
He'll compete.
Tiger, you gotta change your ways. You can't shoot even par day 1 and day 4 and expect to win. He has great day 2 and 3, so he's got to make some adjustments.
He'll compete.
He looks good. Putting's off a little bit, but that comes. He still makes some good putts, but he's got to change his game plan. This is not 15, 20 years ago, Tiger, where you just lap the field days 2 through 4. Can't shoot even par on Sunday and expect to win. What about the whole Trump and Philly thing in terms of them not going to the White House?
Just like Golden State. Whatever.
Like Jalen says, keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Stanley Cup. Washington up 3-1.
Finish it, bro. Ovechkin, you need one. Go.
I love what Las Vegas in terms of Golden Knights. Love it. Great story. This will be the first time that a Russian player is leading a team to a Stanley Cup championship. I would never have thought that.
Nah, but he needs
great
one.
Players.
He
4-time MVP too.
Yeah.
And we're going to end on Dwight Clark. Passed away, ALS, 61 years old, 49er grade at receiver.
R.I.P., man. Rest in heaven.
No doubt about it. What was amazing about this to me, not in terms of the death itself, but everyone who has something to say about Dwight had nothing but great things to say.
Seems like
in terms of him and his character, him as a person.
Right.
But I got to give a shout out.
Mr. Bledsoe says, love you fellas, man. Keep doing it, dude, and rock.
Got to give a shout out to my girl, Nikki. She asked me this question. She says, does Westbrook need to leave to win the title?
Later.
OKC.
Later. He won't leave now.
Because she's not understanding why he can't win a title. Because he's selfish.
I was about to say he don't get a ball up.
He don't get a ball up.
He just chimed in.
What's up,
Rob,
D?
what up, boy?
He doesn't know how to play team ball. When it gets crunch time in the playoffs, he gets scrambled. He doesn't know who to get the ball. He doesn't put anybody in some sets. He is a beast. He is a phenomenal player in the NBA. But until he learns these things, he's not going to win a title.
Right.
I would love to see him at the 2 guard, get him a point guard, and let him dominate from there and let somebody else run the team. They can run the team through him, but let somebody else play the point and run the team.
I agree.
I mean, that's just how I see it.
No, I 100% agree.
No one's going to run to go play with Westbrook. And because what happened with Paul George this year, this proves to players, I'm not running to play with Westbrook.
Yeah, and he plays in Oklahoma City.
And that don't help.
Right.
That don't help. Again, thank you guys for joining in. Like I said, we just want to do a quick hot take, so to speak, for lunch because we had the finals.
Cleveland going to win game 3.
We got the
very
finals,
close.
Game 3 tomorrow, Wednesday. We'll probably jump in at a halftime.
We're going to try. We're going to do our best.
Throw something at you, give assessment of the first half, and give predictions for the second half. But with that being said, glad to have you guys. Thanks for supporting us so much. Hit us up on thatdude.net. You can hit everything from there. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, we all there. Much love and